What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. Oh yeah, you see the thumbnail. Um, Shout out to Dennis Sperling. Like, he really inspired this topic. So, what were the drug dealers to you? Were they criminals, entrepreneurs, or a hero? See, for years we've been hearing people praise the dope boy, praise the dope man. He's an entrepreneur. How? How is the dope boy an entrepreneur? See, this is why it's a fantasy. If you sell drugs, you can't have anything in your name. Everything is in somebody else's name, because if you got a record, or if you got a record and a felony, or you in the streets, having something in your name traces it back to you, traces it back to your money, which traces it back to your organizations, which basically just helps give you a RICO charge. So how can you be an entrepreneur? Every business has to be in somebody else's name. And you got to have trust that they're going to do right by you, the drug dealer, who doesn't do right by anybody. But it's not the drug dealer's fault. It's our fault. Because I'm not talking about the drug dealer. I'm talking about our perception of the drug dealer. He's an entrepreneur. It's funny. All the neighborhoods I grew up in was a lot of drug dealers. Drug dealers never gentrified an area for the better. They never did. The dope boy never brought you a grocery store, a Starbucks, at best a car wash and a laundromat and a barber shop. At best. They didn't bring you a restaurant or a fast food chain. I know we want to act like, that's why when they did it, it's a Hollywood story. But let's be real. They didn't do any of that. They didn't bring you a car dealership, a clothing store. They didn't bring you a Walmart. They didn't bring you any of that. But he's an entrepreneur. Or is he a hero? That old dumb, what I'm saying, I looked up to the pimps and the hustlers and the dealers. And, what I'm saying, they had all the girls and all the cars. No, and I had to go down a rabbit hole with stupid people with this. Who said that? Who said that they had all the girls and all the cars? When we was kids, we saw them. When you was kids, you saw. When you was a kid, you saw the dope boy with all the girls and all the cars. At what time? When you was supposed to be in school? Or when you were supposed to be in the house? Because if you ever been in a street life or nightlife, they really ain't operating when kids are just sitting on the porch most of the time. Don't do that. I mean, you saw the dealers and the pimps and the hustlers and the players on Saturdays, like the barbecues and stuff. That's what you're talking about? That's when you saw them with all the women and all the girls on the weekend? In the daytime at a party? Was you supposed to be at that party? Was you? Was it for your age group? Did somebody bring you? So that's your hero. No problem. So a pimp is your hero. Okay. So if a pimp is your hero, prostitute is his sidekick. So she should be a hero too, right? He should be the hero. She should be the sidekick, right? Batman and Robin, right? So, but you don't see it that way. The hustlers. Oh, so the hustler's your hero, huh? till he hustle you? Then you're not your hero no more? The drug dealer's your hero, right? Until your family member is stealing from you? Or is he still your hero and you find out he's buying from your hero? You're like, hey, hero, like, hey, man, they took our VCR, they took our TV. You know what I'm saying? They took my mom's catalytic converter, right? But, you my hero, though, because, you know what I'm saying? You got all the money. Or he's just a criminal. Is that hard? Is that hard for him to just be a criminal? Is that hard for you? Or is he's a hero because he's fighting against the man? You know the dope boy worked for white folks, right? It's not pro-black. He's working for white folks. You get that, right? You get that, right? The plug is white. Or plug can be Hispanic or the plug can be Asian. And they're all connected. You do realize that, right? The police is the police. Whoa. He's a criminal. I respect the shooter until the shooter shoot you. Till the shooter rob you. Oh, okay. All right. So which one is he to you? Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Because if and you don't want to call him a criminal because, let's be honest, he's an entrepreneur or a hero because you're scared of him. That's what that is. If you wasn't scared of him, he wouldn't be an entrepreneur or a hero. He might do something. He might shoot. Okay. He ain't the only one with a gun. Uh-oh. Ain't no guns in prison. Remember that. All these hard, dope boys, they ain't too hard when they locked up. A lot of snitches and rats. A lot of people back on the streets because, that's your hero, remember? His entrepreneurial spirit got him snitching to be back on the streets, dealing again to get somebody else locked up. He's a hero for telling on folks and getting back on the street because I can't do that time, playboy. Can't take that charge. Hero. Or is he just a criminal? Like, share, subscribe, and die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.